Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Money on my mind, so on toupee. Real out of time, never Kool-Aid. Sipping on Douce, psych.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy InFusion here, and today I've got a very special video for you. It's the start of a new series called Story Times with InFusion, and this is where I tell stories while playing video games. These stories are pretty funny. A lot of them are funny. I have a lot of interesting stories. Some of them I've already told back in the day on my old channels, and even one on this channel, but it's private, so I'll go back and retell these stories to you guys. But today's story is a new story that I haven't told on any of my channels, and I hope you guys do enjoy this story. As you can tell by the title, I scared my little brothers into thinking I was a supervillain, and it was the funniest thing of all time. Just wait until you hear the story. Hope you guys do enjoy, and here's the story. Today's story starts off when I was in about 6th grade. We had just moved to Arizona, and we were originally living in Texas, and we moved back to Arizona. We were living in Texas for about a year, then we decided that we didn't like it over there, so we moved back to our home state, Arizona. I had just transferred schools halfway through the year into a new school, and this school was probably one of my favorite schools of all time. I had a lot of good friends and a lot of good memories in this school. This school was a K through 8 school, so my brother had just gotten into kindergarten, I think. It was either kindergarten. Yeah, he was in kindergarten. And then my other little brother was like, so 2. My other little brother was 2. But before I explain how this prank went down, I'm going to put you inside my head. In my head, I knew my little brothers were super gullible. I knew they would believe a lot of things I would say to them. So I knew that if I would come up with something to make them like think I was someone else that I wasn't, that they would believe it. In my head, I thought, how about we act like we're a supervillain and we've been acting as their older brother this whole time. I was going to tell them that I was a supervillain and that I was never their brother, and I was always this guy trapped in this body, and that I was a supervillain this whole entire time, and I had superpowers that could hurt them or harm them. Me being little, I thought this was the most hilarious idea ever. Thinking back on it, it was kind of mean. It kind of really was mean, and I don't know if I regret it, because I still kind of think it's a little funny. But see, like, thinking of their reactions, which I'll get to, you'll see why. I think this is kind of a mean story. Now it's time for the prank to ensue. Me and my 12-year-old brother were arguing as always and fighting about something stupid. As I explained before, this thought came into my head to prank him. The first thing I did was I acted like I was changing, like I was like morphing into this supervillain. So I like acted like I was leaving my body and acting like my voice was going deeper, and I was acting more different, like my body language and everything was different. I started changing up the way I was walking and obviously talking, and now at first they didn't believe me at all. They thought I was just playing around and messing around. They were still mad at me, or at least my 12-year-old brother was still mad at me, and they didn't know that I wasn't playing. Like they thought I was just joking. So I started like this evil laugh and this like really complete silent, like just staring and smiling, and this like evil laugh that they didn't, and I kept saying like they didn't know. They haven't known this the whole time. Like I kept saying, you guys don't know. You don't know what is happening. I just kept going into this like evil theme. Like I was an evil like genius, and I was there to take over and hurt them. Now, at this time we were fighting, I swear we were in my mother's room. Like they ran into my mom's room and I was still fighting with them. And I think we were in my mom's room when this was happening. And my mom, I think, was in the bathroom at this time. We'll get into that later. But so I decided that I was gonna get really like crazy about it. I was gonna deepen my voice as far as I could, like as deep as I could, and I was gonna start jumping around on my mom's bed and acting all stupid. Like I'm gonna, like, this plan has been working this whole time. I've tricked you, this whole family, into thinking I was your brother, and I finally got you in my grasps, and I'm gonna take over, and it's over, and you guys lost, and all this stuff. Now at this point they start believing me, and this is where it gets kind of bad and funny at the same time. Remember how I said this story gets bad? This is when my brothers start to cry, and they start to actually really believe this story. Thinking back, maybe I should have stopped there, but back then I was little and I thought it was funny, so I kept it going. Little side note, anytime I thought it was funny and that I was gonna laugh, I just resorted to that evil laugh. So it'd be like, I thought it was hilarious, so I'd laugh in that evil laugh, so it'd be more believable. The key to that prank was to laugh evil and to make myself a evil person. Now this is where I brung up the fact that my mom was in the bathroom. So I keep going on with how I'm gonna take over this whole house and that I'm gonna be like an evil dictator basically and take over. And this is when they decide that they're going to run and get into the bathroom with my mom. So my mom has a bathroom in her room. She has like a master bathroom, and we were in the bedroom, and she thought we were just playing or whatever, and I was just acting stupid, but they didn't think I was playing. So they ran to the door, started banging on it, and crying, screaming and crying. Josh is a evil villain, and he's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us all. And so they keep banging on the door and banging, and my mom's screaming back, "What are you doing? What do you mean? Josh, you better stop." And I just kept it going. I kept it going even when my mom was freaking out. I kept acting like an evil villain, and they kept on crying and screaming. And finally my mom was done in the bathroom. This is where the prank kind of goes to an end, because once your mom gets involved, then it kind of ruins it, because she definitely didn't believe my bull crap, and she wasn't gonna deal with these kids crying over me being stupid. So my mom gets out. They're still crying their eyes out. They're freaking out. They're telling her that I'm a villain and that I've been planning this the whole time and that I wasn't really her son. And it was just the most hilarious thing I think I've ever had, like, in my mind or thought of, and actually went through with it, and it worked out. This was probably the first time and the best time it's ever worked out in my favor. And as you guys probably guessed, I got in big trouble for this. My mom did not enjoy me making my brothers cry, so I was grounded on the spot. Thinking back, it was worth it. It made for a good story, and it made for a good laugh back then, and I still laugh about it now. And my little brothers even laugh about it today. I even told them about it and asked them if they remembered, and they do. They remember me doing that, and they actually believed me. Alright, anyways guys, hope you did enjoy the first part of this new series I've created, Story Times with InFusion. I have many more stories for you guys. Some of them are scary, some of them are like just crazy things that happen, some of them are pranks, some of them are just funny moments that have happened, me getting in trouble, just a bunch of stories I have ready for you guys. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed this series, or if you enjoyed this story at least, and you want me to continue this series. If you made it this far, comment down below super villain in the comments down below. Comment down super villain and I will know you've made it this far in the video. Anyways guys, hope you did enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy InFusion, and I'm out. Peace.